recently, or maybe at this time, you're preparing to tell somebody something. And it's giving me that, like, whatever this is that you said or that you are preparing to say, it's giving me that this is somebody who's not really going to be able to handle the truth. And I feel that, like, it's not even in regards to where it's coming from. It's more so like who's saying it. See, people have an issue in regards to when you start speaking up, and it's just giving me that, like, lately you've been put in a position to say certain things that you possibly are even shocked that you're speaking up in regards to. The color blue is significant, which is letting me know that you guys are operating from your throat chakra at this time. So I don't know, for some of you all, you could be in your emotions, or maybe this could be the person on the receiving end of your words being in their emotions. But it's just giving me that, like, you were only doing what you were led to do. Exactly what was said, I'm not able to pick that up yet, and that's what I'm about to tap into to get the tea of. But yeah, you recently spoke something at this time, nieces and nephew. So I feel that, like, maybe music could be significant. I was tapped into the song by, I honestly forgot the artist, but Summertime in the LBC. Let me hear you say, oh, summertime in the LBC. So I don't know, maybe I'm speaking or tapped into somebody who lives in California or possibly the West Coast. Also, I feel like the angel numbers of, like, 1222, 122, 222, 322, numbers like that are significant at this time. I feel that, like, maybe Lucky Charms could be significant. So I don't know, like, if a charm bracelet is significant, cereal. But I just feel that, like, there's a lot of luck surrounding you at this time. It's giving me that people may not even realize that the things that you speak put them in a position of being, it's like you're a good luck charm. But let's see. I want to tap into what it is that you have said. Spirit, what is the tea at this time in regards to my nieces and nephews? They've spoken a truth that someone isn't or wasn't able to handle. What is this in regards to? Tap in. Maybe for some of you all, you had to possibly, like, tell somebody how they were moving or something like that, or maybe they were offended. Let's see. Telling you, your throat chakra is activated, so you guys are speaking up, and it's giving me that, like, this is just something that you normally don't do on a basis. I feel that, like, you pretty much, like, normally speak up when you are at your wit's end. Now it's giving me, like, if you get that nudge, you're speaking up and you're speaking out. But I just feel that, like, you're not only just speaking the truth, you're able to, like, speak up for the things that matter to you. You're speaking up on your needs, expressing your needs. You're defending yourself. You're very courageous at this time. So I just see that, like, this could be in regards to you meeting somebody online. Maybe you told them that, I can tell that you're moving funny, 322 on the timer. So I don't know, it's giving me that, like, maybe you had to speak up in regards to how somebody was moving, or it's like, okay, so when am I going to see you? But some type of online dating or somebody reaching out to you in your DMs is significant. I just seen the angel number 333, so maybe it's giving me that, like, maybe you're interested, but you possibly question if you and this individual are in alignment, and maybe you said something like that. Yeah, so this is in regards to possibly meeting somebody, nieces and nephews. So I see that maybe you recently went on a blind date, or maybe this is kind of like what's being prepared, and it's giving me that depending on the status of this, you're going to be put in a position to speak up, or this is something that you spoke about in regards to the first date. So it's just giving me that maybe you're open to something, and maybe something is just telling you, like, okay, speak up now. This is what you need to do differently. Yeah, so this is exactly a new you at this time. So you guys are popping out, okay? So I just see that, like, at this time, it's a fresh start. It's a new beginning. You guys are reinventing yourself. And again, it's giving me that, like, maybe for a while you guys have been indoors or in isolation. And I just feel that, like, this is a part of you that you are starting to get out and explore, possibly date. Yeah, but it's just giving me that like you're not biting your tongue this go round. Maybe before you did things just to keep the peace or just to make things work, and it's just giving me that like this is a part of you that is new. You discovering your voice, you speaking up, you speaking your truth. So I just see that like this is you really just being true to how you feel. This is not about nobody else except you and your truth and you living in your truth. Yeah, so it's giving me that like maybe recently you've made a choice, and it's giving me that like now that you're choosing you, this is the thing that you're doing differently. You're not, going to just hurt yourself to allow somebody else to be able to express what they feel or what matters to them. I just see that like you really understand that these steps going forward with you being in this new energy, your steps really count. They really matter. So I just see that like you realize that your choices really matter. Yeah, so you're not sugarcoating nothing. And at 5:55, so this is the change that you guys have made. You're not necessarily just using certain words to not trigger somebody. It's just giving me like whatever you feel, that is what it is. So I just see that like you guys are really speaking up for yourselves, and it's giving me like that could be the determining factor on who can hang, who's deserving, who isn't. But yeah, you're living in your truth now. And I see that like by you living in your truth is putting you in a position for you to be self-made. But I feel that like this is a part of you that you are reinventing yourself. Okay. I see that like you guys have overcome the odds. You guys are creating your own path. And it's just giving me that like, after going through so much, you're just not allowing anything to get in your way anymore. So not only are you brand new, but it's like you're self-made because it's just been you versus you. This is really good. What else, Spirit? Yeah, and it's just giving me that like you don't fear the truth because the thing is you've been honest with yourself and you've looked yourself in the mirror. So it's just giving me that like if you can tell yourself the truth, shit, you definitely don't fear telling somebody else the truth because you've been honest with yourself. So I just see that like you've overcome the deepest fears that you've had to face. So you've been honest with yourself, reflecting. And it's just giving me that like you realize that people are a reflection around you. So that's going to really put you in a position to speak up and speak out. Yeah, because you guys are not only just experiencing abundance, but you guys are creating overnight success with the changes that you're making, the moves that you're making, with the opportunities that are coming just behind you finding your voice. And for some of you all, you guys are using your voice in regards to the type of work that you're doing that's putting you in a position to be successful or this leader. But I just see that like all eyes are on you now. You're getting the attention. So it's just giving me that like your voice is allowing you to be heard and seen. Yeah, because you've learned your lesson in regards to a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Now, your mouth is open and you're getting fed with truth, honesty, respect, attention, success. Things are working in your favor, nieces and nephews, all behind you, speaking up and using your voice. So it's just giving me that like right now, you're learning who can handle your truth and who can't. But you can handle your truth because you live in it.